welcome to Shepherd's Story. My name is Sharice Taylor, and this is part 2 of the acting tip number 8. And just going off of the previous video, we last talked about how the past of the character helps shapes and controls the person's personality and the reason why they act a certain way. So in this video, we're going to actually talk more about that same character, and now we're going to be introducing them into the play. Now you're going to know the events of the play, but to the best of your ability, you're going to have to actually live out day by day, because in reality, the character you're portraying, they don't know the events. And so everything from their past, they're going to be using as a sword and shield to protect themselves or increase themselves in order to prevent the events of the play, or to create their hopes and dreams to happen in the play. And so the more committed you are to their past, within reason, like if you're playing as like a serial killer, you can't go out and start killing everybody on the stage, but you have to be passionate in the person's feelings and wanting to protect their pride and all that stuff, all their motives, so that when you're performing, it's very believable. And so going off of, also I had created an example character where the person, they grew up in a wonderful home and a wonderful life, but there was that one incident in their life that deeply shaped them, and they realized, like, I can't share this with anybody. And so whenever as they grew up in their life, to the point of the play, now the events of the play is happening before them, they're starting to have feelings that remind them of what happened to them in the past. And so you're starting to see their personality come out, and just that in the events of the past is controlling how they react. And so, like I said, the commitment towards the past will use that, which is which is the control center for the depth of the character in each event. And something that I noticed as you start learning how to it helps, especially whenever there's scenes where it feels it doesn't feel very relevant to you, but the more it becomes personal, it's like very, it becomes personal for you as well. And so just kind of something I wanted to say too is there's going to be events in the play you're going to realize differently versus just reciting the lines and acting out the character, that it will, let's say you're remembering what happened to them in the past, and the event in the future, it actually becomes a healing mechanism for them. And so that's when you'll see in the play, you can start maybe slowly changing the person. The person starts to be changed from who they were at the beginning of the play. And so no longer are they trying to conceal who they are. Now they feel free and they can just express themselves. And then maybe they pick up a new type of fear. It's like, I'm too afraid to keep a secret. What if I go back to who I was, then I'll never be free and I'll never see my hopes and dreams happen. And so as that happened, you realize, like, oh wow, it's like I really care about this character now. And it's really fun. It's like you take it personal, especially when you are working with other actors who are doing the same thing. It's like the chemistry, it's so wonderful. And so just to end it all, just have fun with the play. I know with all all these terms and all these details, it sounds very, very complicated, but to be honest, we do this daily in our lives. Like, there's many events in our own lives, all the way up into the point of our lives right now, that shaped us, and then we have current events that impact us. It's like, and so we're kind of reaching at crossroads, like, hey, am I going to hold what happened to me in the past, or am I going to finally break free from that? And so I hope you have learned something from this video, and I just want to pray for you, and I pray that that God will open up creative ideas and just ways to be able to understand not just the character that you're trying to learn, but also for yourself, because I've noticed as I act, the more I realize certain things about myself, and so I'm always growing. I'm trying to learn, try to do new things, but I also realize that a lot of actions that I do is based off of situations from my past, and so just learning how to develop and free your own self will help you to be able to be more free on stage. And so, God, I just want to thank you so much for each and every person. I pray, Lord, that you give them boldness and courage to face their own lives, so that they can be free, Lord, to be the person that you have called them to be. And I pray, Lord, that for each role that they have, it will be a ministering tool for somebody in their audience. God, I believe, Lord, that you have appointed them for the role that they are called to do. In Jesus' name.